One thing that I think a lot of people will have trouble wrapping their heads around at first, but something that I believe is true, especially in like the middle class and lower class communities. I feel like the higher class, maybe you have it a little better. But most people have become way too comfortable working very hard for very little. And it's not really their fault. It's just the way capitalism works. Like, a lot of people think that hard work is everything, and it's really not. Because there are people who work three jobs and still live check to check, and you can't tell me that person's not working hard. But then you have the same individual who's running a company, probably working the same amount of hours as that same guy or girl working three jobs, but making 1 million times the money. Like, if you work three jobs, let's just say three different ones, you're probably working around 80 hours a week. Let's just say that. Your CEOs put up around 60 to 100, depending on who it is. And believe it or not, some CEOs put in around less work. And I think it goes to show you how really unfair things can be sometimes. Because you really have so many people who do put in the hours and legitimately try and work, but they have to kind of place that security and survival over what they actually want to do and over like starting a business or just doing something that takes a long time to really produce labor and produce fruits. And it's just unfortunate situations all around. Then you have capitalism, which is not something I'm completely 1000% against, but in America, it's become, kind of the rich are up here and everybody else just kind of gets stomped on and relegated to being a worker for the wealthy. And it's just really bad. Personally, I feel like we could balance it out a little bit. Like, I don't think a 4-day work week would be a bad idea just for a start, because nowadays we're just more stressed than ever as a human race. No one has time for relationship. No one has time for themselves. No one has time to thoroughly figure out what they want to do. And the thing is, living is just getting harder. Like, for my generation, it is absolutely absurd. You're expected to graduate school and then go and pay for a house, apartment, or whatever. And of course, it costs a lot of money, but you're not making enough money to pay for the place that you want to actually live in, like to pay for a place that actually is of upper quality or at least regular quality standards. Like, for example, in a place like Greensboro, there are people paying $800 a month. And it's like, that's a lot of money, bro. Especially in a city that's not really a big major city. Like, imagine New York. In New York, you could be living in a studio style apartment building and still be paying $3,000 a month. And that might be on the low end. It's just really sad to see how capitalism has become just rich people taking advantage of everybody else. It really shouldn't be that way. But that's just the way it is. A lot of changes need to be made.